This is my super unrealistic 10 before the end and my super realistic 4 before 2024. You might be like saying, wait a minute, there's not enough books for it to be 4 before 2024. So I'm going to start off with the two books that are not pictured here. First off is an audiobook, so that way I can learn more about what's going on in the Congo, of course, free Congo, right? I do expect that I'm going to be finishing that soon. And then the other one is a book by a debut author that I'm excited I will be receiving soon and I will be reading soon. For the books that I do already have here, with how much I read, I expect to be able to finish these by the end of the month. Depending on when you see this, this is my current read. I love celebrity written books, memoirs, and I definitely want to learn more about Elliot Page. I'm very excited to finish this. And then this fiction read is something that I want to finish before the movie comes out. So excited. And just based off the trailer, I was like, of course, there has to be a book. And there was. Anyway, I'm very excited to read this satire. This year seems to be a very good year for satire and race and writing. I'm sure I'm going to love this. So what about that super unrealistic list of all the other books? I'm going to start off with the books that I'm more likely to actually read and probably finish, but I got to be realistic. I'm not going to finish that giant chunk. I hope not. I'm not going to finish that giant chunk before 2023 ends. I got family, I got obligations, and I'm sure I'm going to be distracted by whatever other books I want to read. But if I stick on a plan, then the first book that I would like to finish after it all, this book was recommended by a friend, and it was before, the writer's unsavory opinions about what's going on came out. I heard it's a good book. I do want to read it for the end of the year, before I see them at least. This is going to be a nonfiction read about one woman's journey from the Vietnam War. It's definitely one that I've been wanting to read, but I've been putting off because of the subject matter. I don't think we should be putting anything off due to all the different horrible current events. I need to pick it up. I need to learn this woman's journey, and I need to keep that in mind when learning about all the other horrible events that are going to just keep on occurring. Trying to be optimistic, but okay. Moving on. This is a book that I asked for 2 Christmases ago. So it would be very nice if I managed to actually read it before 2024 starts, right? I don't want to go another full year just letting it be on my TBR. I asked for this. I wanted this. So I'm going to have to read this. I like to try and mix it up between fiction and nonfiction reads. And this is one that I have asked for that I don't want to linger on my shelf and would like to learn more about. It's supposed to be a untold, unknown story, well, at least unknown to me, of Virginia Hall, an American spy who helped to turn events in World War II, and I definitely want to be able to learn more about what happened. I just read Yellowface like a couple months ago, and I immediately bought the book. This book, because I loved Yellowface so much, and this seemed to be such an interesting read when learning about her different published work so far. I want to read everything by her, and it would be nice if I finish out the year with actually tackling this. Finally, I love celebrity memoirs. This is one that we inherited from a family member, and I don't know a lot about Bob Hope. One of the things that I love about reading celebrity memoirs from, I was going to say ancient times, but that's fucked up because I'm part of those ancient times. One thing that I like about reading books from long ago is that the authors or maybe the ghostwriters were not politically correct or savvy at hiding the obvious racism. I don't know. These these books are definitely a look into white America's mind during that time period. So it's going to be a blast, I'm sure. Or maybe I'll learn that he did better. If there's one thing I like to do, is to make goal videos and then not fulfill those goals. If you'd like to see how many books I actually read before January 1st, 2024, then make sure you follow.